Another Death Row production. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Tyson, the next heavyweight champion of the world. Everybody else for.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome on back. It's the Empire. I'm your host Risky. It is Friday, April 3rd. We have a 15-game Major League Baseball slate on tap for today. Took the day off yesterday. It was a small 3-game schedule. Wanted to focus on this slate we have here today. I'm super hyped for this one. Guys, do not forget at the end of the video, the 3 bets I'll be placing here today. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright, first game up, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers in Washington taking on the Nationals. The right-handed pitcher Emmett Sheehan gets the start for the Dodgers. Miles Mikolas is on the mound for the Nationals in this game. Emmett Sheehan on the mound for the Dodgers. He's a good young pitcher. He got roughed up in his first start of the season versus the Diamondbacks last week. 3 innings pitched, gave up 4 runs in that one. And this game today, he's going to be seeing a Nationals team that has started off the season red hot hitting wise. They're a top 5 team in the league hitting. They're batting .281 as a team with 7 home runs to go along with it. Against right-handed pitching, they're batting .273. So this is a spot where Sheehan can get roughed up. Guys that really match up well against Sheehan in this Nationals lineup is Ruiz and Abrams, and also Young. These are 3 guys that really match up well against Sheehan here for the Nats. Mikolas on the mound for the Nationals in this game. In his career, he's 1-5 with a 6.20 ERA against the Dodgers. His last 3 starts against this Dodgers lineup, he has a combined ERA of 13.70. This is not a good spot for him. The whole Dodgers lineup really does match up well against him. The 2 main guys that I spot as a good game that can possibly have a really good game here against him today is Freddie Freeman and Kyle Tucker. Let's get to the picks here in this game. The Dodgers are favored in this game. Like I said, I'm expecting Miles Mikolas to get hit up in this one. They're probably going to knock him out in the 4th, 5th inning. They're going to get to that bullpen. Sheehan, I could also see him giving up 2-3 runs in this one. But this Dodgers bullpen this season has been in tip-top shape to start the year. 20 innings pitched. They have an ERA of 1.70. I like the Dodgers in this game, and I'm playing them on the run line. The game total in today is set at 8.5. Looking at Ballpark Pal, they're expecting 65-degree weather at start with 12-mile-per-hour winds blowing straight from the diamond to the outfield. I'm expecting, like we said, both of these pitchers to get hit up. I like the over 8.5 total runs. For my player prop in this game, I really like Freddie Freeman to have 2 total bases. Alright, on after that, we got the St. Louis Cardinals in Detroit taking on the Tigers. The right-handed pitcher McGreevy's on the mound for the Cards. The left-handed pitcher Valdez is on the mound for the Tigers in this game. The right-handed pitcher McGreevy on the mound for the Cardinals. He is a solid pitcher. He has a wide arsenal of pitches he throws. He is not a one-pitch pony. This guy will throw like 5-6 pitches, like legitimately mix them up. They're in the Tampa Bay Rays game last week, his first start of the season, 3 at-bats. He didn't even throw his fastball in those at-bats. So this is a guy that can really mix up his pitches. Speaking of that, last week he faced the Tampa Bay Rays team. Mind you, it is super early in the season. I'm not really holding on to much of this, but they are currently ranked as the best hitting team in Major League Baseball. When McGreevy saw them last week, he pitched 6 shutout innings against them. In this game today, he will be seeing this Detroit Tigers team, who hitting-wise have started the season off very slow. As a unit, they're batting just .217 with only 1 home run through their first 6 games. When doing the matchup breakdown, there are 3 batters in this Detroit lineup that really do match up well against McGreevy. That's Carpenter, Green, and Colt Keith. Valdez here on the mound for Detroit. Last week, his first start of the year, he looked good. He pitched 6 innings, only gave up 1 run to the Padres. And this game today, he's going to be seeing a St. Louis Cardinals team who has been hitting the ball fairly well, but has been really hitting the ball very well against left-handed pitching. To start the early part of the season, they're batting .370 against lefties. Valdez last season, he did see the St. Louis Cardinals team. He pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs to this team. This is a spot today when we do the player breakdown. There is 3-4 guys that actually really match up well against Valdez here in this game. Get into our picks now for this one. The Detroit Tigers come into this game as the betting odd favorites, and we're playing the road dogs here. Give me the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line. The game total set at 7.5. Like I said, I expect both of these starting pitchers to give up 2 runs each. Early part of the year, both of the bullpens come into this game with ERAs above 6. Ballpark Pal says 66 degrees at start with a slight wind blowing out to left field. I really like the over 7.5 total runs in this game today. For our player props, we're taking both of the starting pitchers in this game. Give me McGreevy, the starting pitcher of the Cardinals, to go over 3.5 Ks. He averaged last season 5 strikeouts per 9 innings. His last start, he struck out 5. This Detroit Tigers lineup early part of the year has struck out the 10th most out of any team in Major League Baseball. I like the over 3.5 Ks. Valdez is the starting pitcher for the Tigers. We're also playing his strikeouts line, but I like him to go under the 5.5 Ks here. The St. Louis Cardinals lineup is the complete opposite. They do not strike out. Valdez, in his last 6 starts that he's made, he's only gone over this line once. So these are the 2 player props for this game. All right, next game up, we got the Miami Marlins in New York taking on the Yankees. The right-handed pitcher Yuri Perez is on the mound for Miami. The right-handed pitcher Will Warren's on the mound for the Yankees. Getting straight to this one, guys, I was so surprised. I was so back and forth in this game. So divisive of a game. The Miami Marlins has started the season off red hot. They're 5-1. They were hitting the ball very well. They're batting .273 as a team. They're pitching very well. Their starting pitching ERA right now is .386. Their bullpen in 18 innings pitched has only given up 1 run. This Miami Marlins team looks very good to start the year. The Yankees on the other side, they're also 5-1. This is their home opener here today. Will Warren on the mound for them. If you remember last year, this guy pitched very well in the home games for the Yankees. He was actually their best home pitcher last season. So I could see Will Warren coming out and having a good game. Like I said, this Miami Marlins team is hitting the ball very well to start the season. But Will Warren does match up very well against this Marlins lineup. Getting straight to the picks here now. The Yankees come into this game as the betting odd favorites. In the end, I do feel like Yuri Perez will get hit up a little bit, give up a home run. He likes to throw that fastball high and in on right-handed batters. And whenever he misses his spot, it goes right over the plate. I could see the Yankees catching him in a few at-bats here today. So I like the Yankees and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8. I like the under in this one. I can see both of these bullpens coming out and doing work. The Yankees bullpen has a combined ERA of 1.80 to start the year. So they're in top shape right now as well. So I like the under 8 total runs in this game. For our player prop in this one, we're going Trent Grisham of the Yankees to have 2 total bases. On after that, we got the San Diego Padres in Boston taking on the Red Sox. Michael King on the mound for the Padres. Sonny Gray on the mound for the Red Sox. Michael King, his first start last week, it was a good one. 5 scoreless innings against the Tigers. One problem though, he did struggle with his command a bit. 4 walks in those 5 innings. In this game today, he's seen a Boston Red Sox lineup that has come out this gate cold to hitting wise. They're ice cold. They're 1-5 on the year. They're batting .208 as a team right now. Really, there's only 2 guys that I guess you could say match up well against them. That's Duran and Anthony, but I really don't expect Michael King in this game to have a problem with this Red Sox lineup today. Sonny Gray here on the mound for the Red Sox. His first start last week, he really didn't look too good. He pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs. Today he'll be seeing this Padres lineup. Also, they just like the Red Sox, they've started the season off ice cold. They're batting just .210 as a team. But when we do the breakdown and the matchups, there is a bunch of guys that really match up well against Sonny Gray. On top of that, they do have good numbers in the past against them. This is a spot here today. I can see Gray getting hit up by this Padres lineup. Get into our picks here now. Both of these bullpens are about even in my opinion. In the end, the big play here is going to be starting pitching. I give the lean towards the Padres. I think Michael King has a better outing than Gray. I can see Gray getting hit up by a few players in this Padres lineup. In this game today, the Red Sox are the betting odd favorites, and we're going with the road dogs here in this one. Give me the Padres on the money line. The game total set at 8.5, and I do like the under in this one. For the player props in this game, we're going with 2 Padres. Give me Jackson Merrill to have 2 total bases, as well as Michael King, the starting pitcher of the Padres, to go over his strikeouts line over 5.5 Ks. Alright, on after that, we got the Toronto Blue Jays in Chicago taking on the White Sox. The right-handed pitcher Dylan Cease is on the mount for the Blue Jays. The right-handed pitcher Taylor will open up the game for the White Sox. It looks like Burke will be the primary pitcher for them in this game today. So the right-handed pitcher Taylor is going to open up the game for the White Sox. He's a solid pitcher, only expecting him to go 1 innings to the max. Sean Burke will take over for him after that. He's been a good pitcher. He has good work, but he does not match up well against this Blue Jays lineup, especially the left-handed bats. Barger and Varsho match up very well against them. I could see Burke really struggling in this game today with this Blue Jays lineup. Dylan Cease here on the mount for the Blue Jays. He's coming off a very good start last week against the Athletics. He struck out 11, and this game here today, he's going to be facing a White Sox lineup that has started the season off very well hitting. They're batting .263 as a team. They have 8 home runs, the second most out of any team in the majors, very early in the year, but they have started off hitting very well. Dylan Cease, he had the strikeout working in his last start. If he could get that going in this game here today, the White Sox lineup strikes out more than any team in Major League Baseball. Like I said, if he could get the strikeouts going here in this game, he can be very successful. I do see him being successful in this game. There is 2 bats I really worry about. That's Vargas and Montgomery. But other than that, nobody really scares me in this White Sox lineup for Cease. Let's get to the picks now. The Blue Jays are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like them here, but on the money line. The game total set at 7.5, and I do like the over in this game. For our player props, we're just playing 1 player prop in this one. It's Dylan Cease, the starting pitcher of the Blue Jays, and we like him to go over his strikeouts line over 6.5 Ks. Brady Singer on the mount for the Reds, the sinker ball pitcher. Last week, his first start, he pitched 4 innings, giving up 3 runs to the Red Sox. In this game here today, he'll be seeing a Rangers lineup that has started the season, I guess you could say, okay offensively. But he is a sinker ball pitcher, and there's a few guys that hit sinker ball pitchers, right-handed sinker ball pitchers very well. I actually don't like this spot for Brady Singer. I like Barger, and I also like Langford of the Rangers in this game. They really match up well against them. Mackenzie Gore on the mount for the Rangers. He's coming off a good start last week. In this game here today, the left-handed pitcher, he matches up very well against this Cincinnati Reds team. He's a strikeout pitcher. The Reds is a top 10 strikeouts team. They strike out a lot. They chase. They're batting .208 versus left-handed pitching. The only guy I worry about is Stevenson and Ellie De La Cruz batting from the right side. Other than that, I could see Mackenzie Gore, who last season had a very good outing against this Reds team. I could see him doing the same again today. Get into the picks now here in this one. The Rangers are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and I do like the under in this one. For the player props, we're taking Berger of the Texas Rangers to have 2 total bases in this one. Moving along, we got the Philadelphia Phillies in Colorado taking on the Rockies. The right-handed pitcher Aaron Nola's on the mount for the Phillies. Michael Lorenzen gets the start for the Rockies in this game. Getting straight to this one, guys, I can see Aaron Nola coming out here today, giving up 2 runs, but I can see him pitching 5 innings, striking out a bunch of Rockies. I don't really see him getting knocked out in this game or having that difficult of a time. Michael Lorenzen on the mount for the Rockies in this game. I do not like this spot for him at all. A bunch of Phillies match up well against him. In Colorado here today, making his first Rockies home start. I do not like this spot for him. If you guys remember last year and betting on the Rockies last season, if a team gets a day off and they land in Colorado before the day they play, they usually tee off. I love this spot for the Phillies here today. Getting into our picks now. The Phillies are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the run line. The game total set at 10, and I like the over in this one. For the player props, we're taking 2 Phillies for our player props. We're taking Bryce Harper of the Phillies for a home run, and we're also playing Aaron Nola, the starting pitcher of the Phillies, to go over his strikeouts line over 5.5 Ks. Up next, we got the Baltimore Orioles in Pittsburgh taking on the Pirates. The right-handed pitcher Tyler Bradish is on the mound for the Orioles. The right-handed pitcher Mitch Keller is on the mound for the Pirates. Bradish here on the mound for the Orioles. This is a guy that throws heat. He's going to be seeing a Pirates lineup that right now is just batting .208 versus right-handed pitching. Bradish can have success against this Pirates lineup. He can strike guys out. The one thing I worry about is his command. But if he can get that under control in this game, I can see him having an easy outing here today. Mitch Keller on the mound for the Pirates. He actually matches up very well against this Orioles lineup. I don't see him having a hard time with any of the left-handed bats in this Orioles lineup. The one guy that I do worry about against him is Pete Alonso. Pete can hit right-handed pitching very well and matches up very well against Mitch Keller's pitch arsenal. Getting straight to the picks for this game. The Orioles are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8.5, and I do like the under in this one. For the player prop, just one player, and we're taking Pete Alonso of the Orioles for 2 total bases. On after that, we got the Seattle Mariners in Los Angeles taking on the Angels. The right-handed pitcher Brian Woo's on the mound for the Mariners. The left-handed pitcher Detmers is on the mound for the Angels. Brian Woo here on the mound for the Mariners. He looked good in his first start of the season last week. And this game here today, he'll be seeing an Angels team who last season, the last time he saw this Angels lineup, he struck out 13 of them. The only problem, and there is a caveat about Brian Woo, when he pitches at the Angels home stadium, I don't even know what it's called, but when he pitches there, his ERA goes drastically up. He actually gives up home runs in that ballpark a lot. He is prone to giving up home runs, but it happens a lot more when he's pitching here at this Angels home stadium. So that is something to really pay attention to. Detmers here on the mound for the Angels. He did look good in his first start, despite them not winning that game. The only thing about this guy, last year when he saw this Mariners team, they lit him up. When you look at the matchups, there's a bunch of Mariners that really match up well against them. The main guy being Julio Rodriguez. So this is a spot where I do not like Detmers. I think the Mariners are going to knock him out the game, get to this terrible Angels bullpen. Let's get to the picks now. The Mariners are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8. And like I said, I can see both of these starting pitchers. I can see Woo giving up 2 runs. I can see Detmers giving up a few more. And then this Angels bullpen is terrible. The Mariners bullpen has not been in good shape to start the season. I like the over 8 total runs in this game. Get into our player props. I like both of the starting pitchers in this game to go over their strikeouts line. They're both 2 strikeout pitchers going up against 2 lineups that are prone to striking out. So I like Brian Woo of the Mariners to go over 6.5 Ks. Detmers of the Angels to go over 5.5 strikeouts as well. On after that, we got the Houston Astros in Sacramento taking on the Athletics. The right-handed pitcher Javier on the mound for the Astros. The left-handed pitcher Jeffrey Springs on the mound for the Athletics in this game. Javier here on the mound for the Astros. He's coming off a terrible start last week. He pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs to the Angels. He's seeing an Athletics team that is not hitting the ball to start the season. They're batting just .155 as a team to start the year. They do have 6 home runs to go along with it, but they are completely missing the ball right now. Javier, on the other hand, like I said, he looked bad in his first start. Last season when he saw this Athletics team, he pitched 4 innings to them, gave up 3 runs. Looking at the actual matchups, there is a bunch of guys in this Athletics team that can hit Javier. They're playing back in this small ballpark. This is their home opener here tonight. I do like the Athletics to get the Javier in this spot. Springs here on the mound for the Athletics. He looked alright in his last start against the Blue Jays. In this game here today, he's going to be seeing an Astros team that has been hitting the ball very well. Last season, Jeffrey Springs went 2-0 against this Astros team with a 2.45 ERA. Looking at this spot here today, though, I can see the Astros getting at least 3 runs off of him going over that 2.5 earned run mark. I do like the Astros to get to him. Let's get to the picks for this game. Coming into this game, as of right now, there's currently no real favorites. It is a pick'em spot. and I'm leaning towards the Athletics, so we're playing the Athletics here on the money line. The game total set at 10.5, and I'm much more confident in this play. I love the over 10.5 runs in this game. For our player props, we're playing Nick Kurtz of the Athletics to have a home run in this game today. On after that, we got the Atlanta Braves in Arizona taking on the Diamondbacks. The right-handed pitcher Grant Holmes on the mound for the Braves. The left-handed pitcher Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound for the Diamondbacks in this game. Getting straight to this one, Grant Holmes on the mound for the Braves. If you was rocking with us from last season, you remember Grant Holmes on the road was almost like an auto fade last year. Rodriguez on the mount for the Diamondbacks. He's coming off a very good start against the Dodgers last week. 6 shutout innings. In this game here today, he does match up well against this Braves lineup. I do expect Grant Holmes on the other side to give up 1 or 2 runs against this Diamondbacks team. Let's get straight to the picks here now. In this game today, the Braves are the betting odds favorites, and we're playing the home dogs. Give me the Arizona Diamondbacks on the money line. The game total set at 9, and I like the under in this one. For the player prop, we're going to go with Rodriguez, the starting pitcher of the Diamondbacks, and I like him to go over his strikeouts line, over 4.5 Ks. Final game of the day, we got the New York Mets in San Francisco taking on the Giants. The right-handed pitcher McLean on the mount for the Mets. The right-handed pitcher Tyler Mahiel on the mount for the Giants. McLean here on the mount for the Mets. He looked solid in his first start last week. Seeing this Giants lineup here today, they beat up on the Mets yesterday. They've been hitting in their last 3 games much better. They actually shaked up their batting order. We were talking about it in a few videos ago. They shaked up the batting order. They've been hitting in the last few games. Looking at the actual matchups though, I can see McLean having success. There's 3 guys I worry about looking at the breakdown here against them. That's Jung Ho Lee, Matt Chapman, and Arise. But other than that, I can see him having success against this Giants lineup today. Tyler Mahiel here on the mount for the Giants. I can see him having a rough outing, but then again, I can see him not having a rough outing for one simple fact. It's this New York Mets team. If you remember last year, they were 15 games below 500 on the road. They do not hit in their road games. They're pitching. Their team ERA goes up on the road. Are we seeing that same Mets team here again this year? I don't know. If, like I said, if you saw yesterday's game, they got beat up by this Giants team. They've looked a bit dysfunctional the last week, so I don't know what to expect for the Mets. It's early right now, so I really don't know what to expect for them. If we're going just by the numbers, I can see this Mets team hitting up Mahiel. Let's get to the picks for this game. The Mets do come into this game as the betting odd favorite. And like I said, this game here, if I was rolling with my gut, I would go with the Giants for some reason. But we're going with the numbers, and we're going with the New York Mets here in this game. The game total set at 7.5. I'm much more comfortable with this one. I really like the under 7.5 total runs in this game today. For our player props, we're taking 2 player props. They're both Mets. We're taking Juan Soto to have 2 total bases, and we're taking McLean, the starting pitcher of the Mets, to go over his strikeouts line, over 5.5 Ks. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, our 3 bets we'll be placing here today. Our first bet is a $10 straight bet on the Arizona Diamondbacks on the money line. After that, we have a 3-leg parlay where we start off with the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line. We're then going to play the San Diego Padres Boston Red Sox game total to go under 8.5 total runs, and we wrap it up with the Philadelphia Phillies on the run line. And the final bet we'll be placing here today is a $10 4-leg parlay where we start off with McGreevy, the starting pitcher of the Cardinals, to go over his strikeouts line. Then we're going to play Freddie Freeman of the Los Angeles Dodgers to have 2 total bases. We're then going to play Michael King, the starting pitcher of the Padres, to go over his strikeouts line, and we wrap it up with Nick Kurtz of the Athletics to have 2 total bases. Once again, guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. You guys know I appreciate you all. I respect you all. It's a Friday. I hope we all can make some money today, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.